Hello, everyone. Coach Carole here, and I'm really excited to share this next little workflow using my Comet browser. And on the screen, you'll see that I'm logged into my Ancestry account looking at my Allery family tree. And I want to create a family biography for the group family. So I have activated the Perplexity Assistant, which sits as a sidebar here. We can adjust its width like so. And I have prepared a prompt in which I'm asking it to prepare a comprehensive biography for the group family. I want it to start with a compelling hook which invites readers into the story. For example, his life as a publican at the steam packet inn in Totnes and so on. Rather a long prompt. However, I want to make sure that it captures everything. But watch what Perplexity does when it answers this query. So what it has done has looked at the page of information about George Henry Groot, picked up on the details, the data, also for his wife, Alice, and their children, given me the family timeline that I'd requested, and then had a look at an overview of life as a publican. He was also a carpenter, so it's looked into the carpentry tradition as well, and looks at Victorian customs, and then lists milestones for the family. It comes up with a neat little conclusion. So this is all done in seconds. So I now have a comprehensive biography for this family that I can now add to my weare.xyz. And I want to put that as an overview for the family here. So I click into overview, create the overview article as a blank one, add in a block of text, and then simply paste. What I've done is I've pasted in the prompt, but that's okay. I'll also go back and pick up the entire biography that it's created, copy that to the clipboard, come back to weare and paste that in here. It maintains the formatting, dot points and bold and headings and so on. So I don't have to do much except check for clarity and for accuracy. It's reading all of that from my Ancestry page, and there are still some blanks in there, which is picked up on. You don't know the death date for Ada or for Alice Groot. That's what it has picked up. And now I have an introduction to the family that I can now publish. Of course, I will go back to it and add in some images and tidy up some of those pieces of text, like we probably don't need the prompt there. But it's a really quick way to create a biography. And if I just go back over to Ancestry, and if I want to pick up another member of the family, if I go to the charts and reports and go down to his son, George Henry Groot, which enables me to see his page on Ancestry, I can then activate Perplexity once again, the assistant, and I could use a similar prompt to what I did for his father. So I'll just copy that. I will need to adjust it because it's not all faithful to this George. We'll paste it in. And that's not the one that I had expected. So we need to make some changes here, but I'll do that and I'll come right back. Now that I have the correct prompt, I have amended this one for George Henry and his family, and he lived between 1871 and 1928. So once again, I'm asking for a comprehensive biography. Let's activate that. So it's telling you what the assistant is doing in the way of its steps. And it's now giving us a vivid, accessible biography for George Henry Groot and his family of Devon, with a nice, compelling invitation at the top. So once again, I'll highlight and copy all of that. And look at this, it's even given me a family timeline and key locations for each member of the family in tabular format. And here is the vivid overview and milestone events. Very comprehensive. I'll copy all of that and come back over to my We Are. And this time in the group family tree, I want to add that as a story for George Group Jr. I'll put that as his profile. Do it as an article. So I'm going to add an article, which is a blank one. Give it a title. Add a block of text. And then paste in the information from that. Once again, all of the formatting is in place, except for the table. That has not come out very well at all. So what I would do is take that information and create it as a little spreadsheet. But you get the idea that it's given me a really great start to this article for the George route. I would then click publish to finish that off. So coming back to the use of the Perplexity Assistant inside Comet, I'm finding that this is a really fast way to get the results that I've been looking for. So do have a go. You'll need to get the Comet browser, which is free, and you'll need then an account with Perplexity. And you will then find that you can add the assistant or turn it off at the top, like so. Good luck on your journey into Perplexity and Comet.